What's good, y'all? We are back today with a brand new video, and today we got the top 10 Batman Who Laughs Shocking Facts Part 2. I did Part 1 like 2 days ago. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I ended up sleeping for like I slept for like 10 hours yesterday. I ain't gonna lie. 10, 11. So, anyways, we finna get into this because... Alright. What's good, y'all? We are back today with a brand new video, and today we got top 10 Batman Who Laughs Shocking Facts Part 2. I did Part 1 yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago, actually. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I wasn't able to. So we here today for it. So, anyways, I ain't finna hold you a little too long. I'm more curious about what's finna happen, what's going on. So, y'all are brand new to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. And let's get started into this video.
Batman Who Laughs was one of the most terrifying and enticing villains to come out of DC last year. During the Dark Knight's Metal event, spearheaded by DC superstar Scott Snyder, Batman and other members of the Justice League crossed paths with some sinister alternates of the Dark Knight.
I want to know how they stopped
the Dark Multiverse, which included the likes of the Batman Who Laughs, a version of Batman from Earth -22 who had been poisoned and warped by the Joker's toxin, transforming him into one of Gotham's and the world's worst nightmares. It's the Joker's insanity and homicidal chaotic brilliance within the body and mind of Bruce Wayne. So yeah, definitely not the criminal mastermind you would want to bump into in a dark alleyway, that's for sure. Now, we previously did a list on the character when he first appeared in the comics, and now he's gotten his own limited series that recently came out. So today we're returning to the villain with a brand new list, the top 10 Batman Who Laughs Shocking Facts Part 2. And be warned, friends, this list contains spoilers for the first 2 Batman Who Laughs issues in the character's solo series.
That's fine with me. I'm curious.
Before we jump in, just want to give a major shout out to the Top 10 Nerd Instagram account that we just created. Head on over there, follow us, like some photos. We'll be giving away a bunch of stuff through that Instagram and through this channel, so head on over there and join the Nerd Squad.
See what they're talking about. Bang! Darkseid. Carnage. Magneto. They got everybody. Venom.
Starting us off in at number 10, inspiration. How does one come up with a crazy character like the Batman Who Laughs? Well, aside from the character literally being Batman's worst nightmare, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo pulled some inspiration from other works of art while crafting the Madman. His name was influenced by 2 silent films that initially inspired Bob Kane and Bill Finger to create both Batman and the Joker back in the 30s. The first being The Bat, which came out in 1926, and the second, The Man Who Laughs, which was released in 1928. Now that the character is being further fleshed out by Snyder and artist Jock, the two have revealed more of what makes the character so compelling and what went into his development. According to Jock, I quote, "The Batman Who Laughs is
they were
Batman.
smoking
To me, he's more extreme than any of the other villains. It isn't just dark for the sake of it. There's a lot of energy in the character because he is the most chaotic worst elements of Batman's given life." Snyder also concluded, I quote, "Ultimately, he is Batman with his conscience removed. And Batman without a conscience is just an apex predator who believes in anything to win, survive, anything to make sure any threat is analyzed, planned for, and taken down before he even knows you're looking at it. And he has all of Bruce's memories. He has all of his training. He has all of his history." Yeah, that sounds convincingly bad. And at number 9, he fought the Joker. The Batman Who Laughs is very familiar with his individual counterparts. Now, aside from fighting Batman, he's also taken on the Joker, back in the Dark Knight's Metal story event, a fight that he survived. Now, this happened in Dark Knight's Metal issue 6, when Batman
that cover looks
the Joker of the main universe to help him fight Batman Who Laughs, sharing a common goal for once. As the Joker states, since the Batman Who Laughs is Batman, I quote, "What's the one thing Batman probably never imagined? Fighting alongside me." So the joke is, for the first time since your transformation, I'm guessing you don't actually know what's coming next, do you? Then as Batman dashes off to save Earth from being consumed by the Dark Multiverse.
Hey, that's actually smart, low-key. That's actually smart. No, Joker and Batman teaming up to fight the Joker Batman. That's dope.
Don't actually know what's coming next, do you? Then as Batman dashes off to save Earth from being consumed by the Dark Multiverse forever, the last we see of the Joker and the Batman Who Laughs, who are fighting each other at this point, is them fighting in a cave. Then at the beginning of his 6-part series, the Batman Who Laughs tries to kill the Joker in police custody, who turns out just to be a decoy. The real Joker is in the Batcave, with Alfred painstakingly trying to keep him alive thanks to Bruce's orders after the Joker tried to commit suicide. And at number 8, the 6-part series. Due to the success of the Dark Knight's Metal story event and how much fans adored the new villainous Batman Who Laughs, Scott Snyder and Jock have come together to spearhead his 6-issue limited series, in which the Batman Who Laughs
though. I ain't
on
gonna lie.
Batman, who in the Dark Knight's Metal event, along with his team up with the Joker and the help of the Justice League, kept the Dark Multiverse and the Demon Barbatos from destroying the regular multiverse. The Batman who laughs was working for the Demon, but clearly he has his own agenda now. Now this series begins with Batman realizing that the only way to stop him may be to do the exact thing that he's sworn never to do. Break the same rule that created this insatiable villain. Kill him. And at number 7, Grim Knight. With the new series comes a new henchman for the Batman Who Laughs, a Batman alternate from a different universe known
and why
as
Batman
the
looked like
Knight,
he was watching
who
Iron
uses
Man
lethal force indiscriminately to win his
War
battles.
Machine suit.
How did he come to be? Well, in his universe, when Joe Chill killed his parents, this Bruce Wayne picked up his gun and killed him for it.
All right, have some technical difficulties real quick, but we are back.
Enterprises of that universe is now a weapons manufacturer.
All right,
and
back.
he's one of the most nightmarish versions of the Dark Knight to ever come out of DC. Snyder has described the Grim Knight as a cosmic character of sorts, one that the Batman Who Laughs found after traversing the Dark Multiverse, and felt is a valuable asset, the second most deadliest Batman after himself. The Batman Who Laughs himself describes him as the
this man look like he ready for war, bro.
deadliest man alive,
Just saying.
that even his bullets shoot bullets. Which says a lot. And at number 6, Black Kryptonite.
He said, "My guns shoot guns."
The same tactical mind as Bruce Wayne,
My guns
despite
shoot
being
guns.
utterly insane. This means he has his bases covered when it comes to having to deal with other members of the Justice League. Now, back in another comic, 2000's JLA Tower of Babel, we got to see Bruce's backup plans for the Justice League actually come into play. That comic revealed that the Caped Crusader had come up with a way to neutralize each of his greatest allies in case something terrible happened and they decided to go evil. This included schemes that could take out the likes of Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Plastic Man, and Martian Manhunter. These tactics are not something that has been lost on the character either, since we've seen many a time where heroes get pinned against one another, and it's definitely not lost on the Batman Who Laughs, specifically when it comes to fighting his Kryptonian peers. He carries around a modified strain of black kryptonite that forces Kryptonians to kill the people they love the most in the world, and
that's tough. That's
take out Superman,
that's so bad,
and
bro.
Superboy
That's
back
evil.
on his home of Earth -22. Speaking of equipment, moving on to number 5, Dark Metal cards. Another tool in the Batman Who Laughs arsenal is none other than his Dark Metal cards. Now these bad boys are a set of cards forged out of cosmic
kind of weapons he got?
a material that can only be found in the Dark Multiverse that contains intriguing and potentially deadly properties, depending on how it's used. These cards, when used in the regular multiverse, are downright terrifying. The user of a dark card can manipulate reality to his or her whim, something that we witnessed in Teen Titans Volume 6, Issue 12 during the Dark Knight's Metal event.
Hey, Teen Titans is a show, bro. I grew up with that too.
When the Batman Who Laughs and his Robin broke the Riddler out of Arkham Asylum. The Riddler was then given one of these cards, and previously, so were Bane, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, and others from the Bat's Rogue Gallery.
Hey, he's pulling up with the gang.
Labyrinth full of terrible mindfuckery, as you can imagine.
Oh yeah,
It's a weapon a lot of heroes are a huge fan of. Moving on to number 4, Bam Pow. Because the Batman Who Laughs has all of the same memories, training, and abilities as Batman himself, Batman has to dive into training, learning new techniques that the Batman Who Laughs would never have learned in order to try to get an upper hand on him. As we see in issue 2 of the Batman Who Laughs, this new technique is called Bam Pow, a technique that Bruce has made up and Alfred has named. Batman manages to use it to knock the Batman Who Laughs down, who then
I remember watching the old Batman series,
bro.
Saying, bam, how he popping up on the screen.
Despite the fact that Batman has learned some new tricks, regardless of what those tricks are, it's certain that the Batman Who Laughs, who even knew the exact timing that Batman would arrive to fight him in that issue, surely anticipated having to deal with a situation like this. That's when the Grim Knight snipes Batman from afar. Also that the Batman Who Laughs can get up and make one hell of a point to the Caped Crusader. And at number 3, Mind Games. The series so far has seen the likes of alternate versions of Batman, who the Batman Who Laughs has stated that he's bringing together to use. He tells Batman, I quote, "They're happier than you, Bruce. They're at peace because they affect change. Out of every version of us across the universe, you're the most miserable, the least accomplished. You don't understand why yet, but you will. See, to me,
he's spitting
you're
facts.
the nightmare Batman, the bad joke. Me, I'm the gun," which refers metaphorically to the gun that killed Thomas and Martha Wayne. And at number 2, his plan. One of the most enticing things about the Batman Who Laughs
he might not be wrong on that.
His goal is.
He
Now,
might not be
during one
wrong.
panel, Batman disguises Harvey Bullock tells Commissioner Gordon that he believes the Batman Who Laughs is attempting to make a serum made up of the cardiac blood of Bruce Waynes. And by Bruce Waynes, I mean multiple Bruces. He says, I quote, "He's from a realm of dark matter where everything is relative to our hopes and fears. It's possible he could be creating something that infects our cells with dark matter, changing us into ... Jim Gordon then interrupts saying, "Nightmares like him?" To which which Bruce says, nightmares like us, our darkest vision of ourselves, predators. I mean, hey, when you combine the Joker's madness and Batman's scientific genius, that scheme does seem quite possible after all.
Hey, you become an evil god right
pretty
there.
Darn up. And last but not least, in at number 1, his weakness. When the Joker finally awakens in the Batcave, Batman shakes him and demands to know what the Batman Who Laughs plan is, something that he believes the Joker has figured out. The Joker, in between laughs, says he doesn't know it. Only one person does. When Batman asks who, the Joker says, I quote, your friend, his great weakness, the one that gets him right here, referring to his heart. We then cut away to Jim Gordon in a grocery store talking to a mysterious figure, his son, James Gordon, who Jim then says may be the only one who can help them stop the Batman Who Laughs. Previously in the comics, James Gordon Jr. first appeared in Batman issue 407 in 1987. He becomes a villain using his genius-level intellect, with his origins being further explored in 2011's Batman the Black Mirror, which coincidentally is the title of the upcoming 3rd issue of the Batman Who Laughs solo series. The Black Mirror was written by none other than Scott Snyder. And aside from following Dick Grayson as Batman, it follows Jim and Barbara Gordon fighting the return of James Jr., a psychopath serial killer. What his connection to the Batman Who Laughs may be, or rather Jim Gordon and James Jr.'s involvement is to the Batman Who Laughs and his plan, well, speculate away in those comments, friends. Alright, there we have it. So, what do you think about the Batman Who Laughs so far?
Hey, go
Where
crazy.
do you think the solo series is going? If you missed the first part of this
actually
list,
go
or
crazy.
want to know more about the Batman Who Laughs in general, be sure to check out our part 1, along with all the other lists we did on the Batman alternates from the Dark Knight's Metal Story event. If you dug this video, spread the love, hit that like button, and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Nerd if you want to hang out with us some more. And follow us on Instagram. In the meantime though, thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you all in the next video.
Hey, what's this? Ghost Rider, hey, Ghost Rider nasty, bro. They low-key, they need to bring that man back, bro. Ghost Rider be nasty. Put this man in the series, you know, just give this man a whole, just restart him, put him in the series, that'd be dope right there. So, yeah, but, yeah. Anyways, this was dope right here. Top 10 Batman Who Laughs Shocking Facts Part 2. This was dope right here. Learning more about the Batman Who Laughs, stuff like that. So, that's pretty dope. So, anyways, so who's calling me? I'm getting a phone call. So, anyways, hey, I'll catch y'all later, man. Y'all brand new to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. And, yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video.